feeling so lost. And now they know now, we never slow down. I never thought now, these girls they come around. Don't let these hoes down. She love me for my sound. I'm posted in the clubs, I'm never coming down. Don't let these hoes down. I never thought now, I saw it on your face. You calling me the one. You said I never changed, but now that shit is done. We vibing to the beat. Your girl, she next to me. No place she'd rather be. It's kinda hard to see, and now they know me. She called me on the phone. She say she lonely. She won't leave me alone. She said, but baby boo, ain't fucking with you. You did that shit in 3, I did that shit in 2. So in love with you. Now you see my vision. Sorry for the late, at a midnight drifting. I never thought now, these girls they come around. Don't let these hoes down. She love me for my sound. I'm posted in the clubs, I'm never coming down. Don't let these hoes down. I never thought now, I saw it on your face. You calling me the one. You said I never changed, but now that shit is done. We vibing to the beat. Your girl, she next to me. No place she'd rather be. It's kinda hard to see, and now they know me. She called me on the phone. She say she lonely. She won't leave me alone. She said, but baby boo, ain't fucking with you. You did that shit in 3, I did that shit in 2. So in love with you. Now you see my vision. Sorry for the late, at a midnight drifting. I never thought now, these girls they come around. Don't let these hoes down. She love me for my sound. I'm posted in the clubs, I'm never coming down. Don't let these hoes down. I never thought now, I saw it on your face. You calling me the one. You said I never changed, but now that shit is done. We vibing to the beat. Your girl, she next to me. No place she.
Good evening, welcome back to the channel. It's been almost 2 weeks since my last stream. I do apologise in advance for that, guys, but we are back in the swing of things. And yeah, we're back with just a quick show tonight. Pretty much running over what's been occurring today. Ethan's extended his contract. Where the fuck is Eze, for crying out loud? And we'll speak a little on Trossard, as well as perhaps the game tomorrow against Bilbao. Make sure you are running the likes up if you haven't already. Big up to all of you that are locked in. AJ, big up each and every time. Hope you are good. Yeah, I'm all good, bro. Just got the new kit today. So you see, hopefully with me buying the new kit, it will encourage Arsenal to now buy. I spend, you spend. Seems fair, right? But yeah, look, despite Berta bringing in like 6 players, he's still got a lot of work to do, to be honest with you. We've still got the likes of Saka and Saliba's contract situations on hold. We still need a left winger. I mean, it's still a lot of work for him to do. When Atletico Madrid, like, to be honest, the pressure was all on Simeone to deliver. And he signed like 2 players at the time. Whereas Berta, this is his first transfer window and he's having to extend contracts and sign like 6 players, as well as Gyökeres on top of that. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't want to put it past Berta. I really wouldn't. But trade Gabriel Martinelli for Lookman, trade Odegaard for Eze, and trade Trossard for Visser. This is an interesting one, but we will get onto transfers later on. Firstly, we will go through the Nwaneri news because he has extended his contract. So In fact, it's a long-term contract, so he's here for the next 5 years. And this is great news because obviously he's a talent. And he should be receiving a lot of minutes this season. Now, I find it interesting that, where is it? Here it is. Our highly talented attacking midfielder who has been with us since the age of 8 has committed his future to the club following his impressive rise through our Hale End Academy and into the first team. So that tells the story that he's going to be playing as the attacking midfielder. I don't think Mikel Arteta sees him as a right winger, and rightly so, to be fair. I will be looking to play him where he's best. Although, in these pre-season games, he's had glimpses here and there, but I've not seen a whole lot of him. Now, obviously, that's, not down to him, but I feel like we need to get him involved. Hence, we've had so many damn adversities with our midfield. It's just, to this day, not balanced enough as far as I'm concerned. So, if we are going to play Nwaneri as the centre attack midfielder, we've got to make sure that midfield is balanced, because if it's not, then we won't see a whole lot of Nwaneri. We need a left back as well, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's it's mad, isn't it? We've signed like 8 left backs under Arteta's dictatorship, and we still need another one. It's madness. Like, you've got Lewis Skelly, who can defend. He's done a great job at left back, but he will get exposed this season if he's continuously inverting in the midfield. And it's not like he's inverting in that 6 role. He's pushing high up the pitch whilst he's in midfield. And all it takes is just one ball over the top down the right-hand side. Hence, we hardly get hit on transition down our left-hand side. So that's a huge problem. And Calafiori, as well as him not being a left-back, his injury record is about as worrying as my dating life. So, bruv, I agree. Hence, I would have gone for Hato at Ajax, to be honest with you. But, of course, he's at Chelsea now. So happy that Ethan is staying. Yeah, it's huge news. I think him and Dalman are the 2 players that actually get me off my seat at the moment, if I'm being honest. Dalman's obviously been brilliant so far in every game I've watched. Not just in the senior team, but in the under-18s. He's been so impressive. Personally, I want Anthony Robinson from Fulham. That's a good shout, to be fair. I'm trying to think. I mean, the left-back market is actually dead at the moment. I can't really think of many that we could have gone for. Perhaps Kirkes, but he was always going to go Liverpool. I don't know. Obviously, him and Kirkes were the 2 best left-backs in the league last season, if you ask me. So, that's a difficult one. But, again, I hear the left-back suggestion. Bless up. How's he, Guna, by the way? Hope you're all good, bro. But, yeah, Ethan signing a new contract is huge news. Wait, hold on. Did we not get any words from the manager or Andrea Berta? What is going on here? It's just Ethan. Signing this contract means everything to me. I see this as my first real season in men's senior football. As part of the squad in the changing room, I'm so excited for what I can bring to the team. I want to help us win as much as possible and bring happiness and glory to the club. This is where I feel at home. He's an outstanding player, isn't he? Of course, having just won the Euros for England in the under-21s. So he's already instilled that winning mentality. So his intention is to, of course, win. But it's whether or not he will actually play first team minutes. I mean, they could have chosen a better picture, I'm not going to lie. I mean, this picture is like, when you get beaten up at your local and you're forced to take a picture with the geezer that's just sparked you out. This is pretty much it. Ethan's like, yeah, I'm all right, but I'm not okay. And Mikel, this smile tells you everything. That, yeah, I'm getting hounded if I let this guy go to Chelsea. The left-back market, just more reason. Yeah, bingo. We should have kept Tierney. 100%. But it's only because he can't invert. That is the sole reason why we are in this position, because Tierney can defend, he can go forward. He's one of the most complete fullbacks I've seen at Arsenal in my lifetime anyway. We've had Ashley Cole, obviously, but of course, I didn't have the pleasure of watching him. It was a bit before my time, unfortunately, so I couldn't watch him. But I would almost argue him and Monreal in the Emirates era are arguably our best two left-backs. And you can miss me with his injury record all you want. At the end of the day, he's got a better injury record than the likes of Tomiyasu, Jesus. Like, tell me otherwise. I know Tomiyasu is no longer here, but he was getting more minutes than Kieran Tierney at the time. So I don't understand. Like, at the time, when Tomiyasu had a fairly decent season, and I rated him when he was fit, but when Tomiyasu was starting, Tierney was flogged on loan to Real Sociedad, for God's sake. Kieran Tierney is the best left-back since Ashley Cole, no question. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Nacho Monreal was underrated. He would always produce you a 7 out of 10. And I don't think he does necessarily get his flowers. But again, I kind of do prefer Tierney because I think he was a little bit better going forward. Although, in his latter years, he was scoring goals. And I reckon he was one of our players of the season. Big up Terrell as well, my brother. Hope you're well. But yeah, guys, as I said, Nwaneri is here for the next 5 years. Hopefully, he's actually going to be given minutes and he's not be rotting on the bench throughout the whole season. And this is my worry, that he's just not going to develop under this manager. I hope he does, but I just don't know where the minutes are going to come from with Odegaard in front of him. I just don't see it. Kieran Tierney has already got the Celtic captain's armband again. I mean, I remember that as well. We were calling for him to be our captain. And in all fairness, despite him not playing whatsoever last season, he was more of a captain than Odegaard. And he still is. I mean, he's one of the few. Well, he was one of the few last season that won us a trophy. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's only Saka and Nelson in the squad from that FA Cup triumph. Those are the only two, and they didn't even start that final. So he's just binned off his whole flipping starting 11 that won him that FA Cup. So, yeah, there's Ethan. He's signed a new contract. Buzzing to see him here for the next 5 years because, again, he is a baller. He can pretty much play anywhere across the front three. I just wish he was right-footed, man. I mean, it's all well and good having, all these players coming through, like some Max Dalman, Ethan Nwaneri, right? Brilliant. But if only one of them was right-footed, they would be playing left wing right now. And I'm not going to lie, I would consider playing Ethan out wide on that left-hand side if you want to get more out of it. Because when do you ever see us play down the centre? Hardly. So I think the only way we are going to get Ethan into the game whenever he plays is if we play him out wide. But again, as Arsenal have just posted, he's going to be playing as the centre attacking midfielder, from what I'm assuming, which, again, I don't mind. It's his natural position. Of course, we've got Dalman out there, who I think is going to be playing as the right winger. But I don't know if we are going to get the best out of him. From an Arteta point of view, by the way, this isn't from my point of view. It's actually from Arteta's point of view. I don't see him getting a whole lot out of him in that centre attacking midfield department if our midfield is running the way it is. That's just me. Rory says Kieran Tierney joined Arsenal. 5, Zini, Gabriel Jesus, and Tommy, all more injury prone than Kieran Tierney. But the thing is, right, that's not even the sole reason why he got rid of Tierney. It's because he can't do this inverted nonsense, which doesn't make any sense because neither did Kiwior. When he was playing as the inverted left back, in fact, he was worse, but he still persisted with him at left back. So, I don't know. It's a sticky situation. I think we need, for me, another attacking midfielder, because you can chat to me all you want about, oh, if Eze now comes in, Ethan is now going to be limited when it comes to minutes. But at the end of the day, if Eze comes in, because this is what I want to see. I want Eze to come in on top of Nwaneri extending his contract and Odegaard in that position. Because guess what? It's called squad building. I swear, most of this fan base are allergic to squad depth. And that's the problem we have. I mean, I keep hearing, oh, well, Ethan's going to become a worse... Well, not worse, but... Again, his minutes are going to be limited because, you know, Eze could potentially be coming in. We'll get on to Eze later on. But, again, it just doesn't make no sense why we would sit there and refuse Eze only because Ethan signed a new contract. Because at the end of the day, as I said, get Eze in and it will make Ethan better. Because he's got someone who he can look up to. So that's where I'm at. We should be getting Eze on top of Nwaneri, Odegaard. We should be stacked in pretty much not every single position, because you're still going to have a couple positions short, but most of your attacking players, I'm expecting us to be stacked. And what people don't realise is Sterling is the only attacker that left last season, and he was on loan. So he's just gone back to Chelsea via mutual agreement because he was that bad for us. So at the moment, I don't mind us adding to what we've already got, but if it's then hindering us to then address better players in the positions we should be strengthening, then that's where it's a problem. Madueke is a prime example. You get where I'm coming from? 52 million. And it seems like our left-hand side is sorted for this season because Rodrigo, that's, you know, dead in water pretty much. Although there has been talk about a loan deal possibly happening. I don't know how believable it is, but if we can get him on loan, bro, I would take anything at the moment. I would take anything to get Rodrigo in. If you get him on loan with an option to buy, that's a brilliant deal. And then you get Eze on top. Yes, that's for me a 10 out of 10 window. But we need to, you know, get Eze over the line first. Because at the moment, we're hearing, oh, bids coming soon. Arsenal will approach Palace later on in the winter. I mean, in Arsenal's in Arsenal's mind, it's just, well, we'll just wait another, 3 or 4 weeks until we can then put a bid in for Eze. Or just anyone, to be honest. This is a regular occurrence, bruv. Throughout every single transfer windows, we just take at least 2 or 3 weeks to put a bid in when we've clearly been told that Arsenal approaching Eze soon. We're going to put a bid in. When is the bid coming? Because if that's anyone else who is serious about winning the league, that bid comes in within at least 2 to 3 hours after the news has just been released. How come you're not on YouTube much these days, mate? Do you work? Yeah, I do apologise. Big up Niall, by the way. Yeah, it's just obviously my streaming software has been playing up recently. And I tried doing a watch along for the Tottenham game. And it lagged me out. I did a match reaction for the AC Milan game, I think it was, and plenty of times it was just lagging continuously, and that's never happened to me before. So my OBS has been lagging, and yeah, my streaming software, Talk Studio, should I say, has been bugging bare. So I do apologise for the lack of streaming lately and videos, because again, I've been struggling with the Wi-Fi, but yeah, hopefully that does clear it up. Honestly, Rory, I can't wait for the Arsenal ladies. Yeah, same. You know what? If Arsenal don't win anything this season, I might just cut my losses, you know. I might just watch the ladies. Because at the end of the day, right, you're sticking with the club that you've adored pretty much throughout your whole life. But you don't, at the same time, accept mediocrity. So it's a win-win situation. You stick with Arsenal, but you don't have to be you don't have to be part of, you know, the Arteta cult no more. You don't have to. So as I said, it's a win-win situation at the moment. Like, how many of these Arsenal women attackers get into the current Arsenal attack at the moment? I mean, you could argue Chloe Kelly gets in on the left-hand side every day of the week. I would have said Russo if Havertz was still up front, but obviously we've got Gyökeres now. But again, Russo is arguably the favourite to win the Ballon d'Or. So I don't know. I think she should win the Ballon d'Or, but yeah, Gyökeres has been nominated as well. So yeah. Who else? What about Pepe scoring against Arsenal in pre-season? Yeah, that was always written in the stars, to be honest with you. Defensively, it's exactly how I've pretty much predicted. Because at the moment, we set out with a 4-3-3. We play whoever in the holding, whether it's Norgard or Zubamendi. You have your 8, you have your attacking midfielder. Declan Rice, who is likely going to be playing as the 8 this season, is holding hands with Martinelli. Then you've got our attacking midfielder, our centre attacking midfielder, should I say, not playing in the centre. Always out wide to Saka, when he's supposed to be supplying both Martinelli and Saka. So the best solution is to play a 4-2-3-1. Play a double pivot. You've got Zubamendi and Rice. You've got your box crasher, and then you've got your dictator in Zubamendi in the midfield. And then you've got Odegaard in the centre. It's not rocket science, but at the moment you've got pretty much our left 8 being our left back inverting, if that makes sense. Well, to be fair, it doesn't make sense. it doesn't. Because your left back, look, I don't mind, in possession, right? You want your left back in midfield. Fair enough. Skelly is a midfielder. But when you're out of possession, you need to find a way. You need to find a way for your fullback to be natural out of possession. You just have to. Or else, every single time, right, because our centre attacking midfielder is out wide, pretty much, whether that being Nwaneri or Odegaard, he's always hugging the right-hand side. So that allows whoever's 6 to drop into that pocket of space, pop a ball over the top to our right-hand side. Well, down our left-hand side, should I say. But again, down their right-hand side. And that's how we get hit on transition. It's so easy to play against us. Not only we can't score from transitions, because that was a major problem last season, but it seems like we can't defend from them as well. And Pepe, look, bruv, we sold him for 3 million. That just says enough about Arsenal. And Pepe had a very good game. I'm not going to lie, I would take him back right now. I would. Tell me I'm wrong. Yo, big up Michael, my brother, for the raid, by the way. Make sure you're subscribing to his channel. Of course, he does Dutch content, so make sure you are subscribing to him. Class YouTuber, and yeah, I do appreciate the raid. I'm from Belgium. I'm a Club Brugge fan. Interesting. Yeah, but where did Club Brugge finish last season? You've got to fill me in here because I'm interested. Where did Club Brugge finish last season? But yeah, big up my guy for tuning in as always. But yeah, as I was saying, right, the formation with Arsenal is a problem. In my eyes, I think if we switch to a 4-2-3-1, I think that could be beneficial for the likes of Gyökeres, Martinelli, and Saka. Because you've got your centre attack midfielder pretty much threading balls through. But seeing as he's always holding hands with Saka, whether it's Odegaard, whether it's Nwaneri, whoever. I mean, it's just mental that we have this approach of trying to play this 4-3-3. If you want to play rigid, play a 4-2-3-1. But why are we trying to play rigid in a 4-3-3? I don't get it. I mean, look, I don't mind playing 4-3-3 as long as you have a proper box-to-box midfielder in there and you play with natural fullbacks. Why do we never invert the right back? In that 23-24 season, we played with Ben White as the inverted right back for the second half of the season, and we played Kiwior as the left back. But he wasn't played as the left back. He was almost in a back three with Saliba and Gabriel. But Ben White was inverting, and it was working. So why don't we invert the right back? Why don't we switch it mid-game? But again, the guy is just so stubborn. It's just unbelievable. And he doesn't know when to change it. His in-game management is laughable. It really is. Like in that Villarreal game, Gyökeres has a really good opportunity. First time he's actually had a sight of goal. And he's bringing on, Jesus, it's late at night, allow it. He's bringing on creative players, but he's taken off his striker. Now, look, I'm no medic, right? I'm not part of the Arsenal medic team, right? But I can tell you that the Premier League starts in a week. Surely he can play at least 60, 70 minutes. Surely. Oh, they finished second. Welcome to the club, bro. Welcome to the club. Yeah, make sure you are subscribing to Michael if you haven't already. 4-2-3-1, Rice, Zubimendi. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? Just play a double pivot, whether that being Norgard or Zubimendi alongside Rice, or, you know, perhaps go with Rice in the 6. If you want to play 4-3-3, then I expect an Eze to come in or a Nwaneri to play in that 8 role. That's what I'd like to see in the midfield. And I don't know. It's just Marino in midfield. I feel like, yeah, considering he was bought in to play in midfield, that signing has not worked out. I mean, call me negative all you like, because he'd done a job in the 9. But what we bought him in for was to play as the 8, to apparently unlock Martinelli. He can't unlock a smartphone with Face ID, let alone Martinelli. So what are we talking about? What are we actually talking about? So, look, with Marino in midfield, if you want to bring him on, I don't know, just to... I mean, I'm trying to think now. As like a Fellaini type, you bring him on because he can get his bonds to the ball. That's all. But if you're starting him, you might as well start the game with 10 men, because honestly, I've never seen someone that slow in my life. I think he committed 3 fouls that game and he won 0 aerial duels. I mean, this guy is supposedly a duel monster, and somehow he's regressed with that. He can't win aerial duels in the midfield when he's supposed to be a duel monster. So that's worked out, hasn't it, Mikel? So look, as much as we want to dress it up, like, oh my days, he did a great job in the 9 position, so therefore it means he's a great signing. No, because he was brought in to play in midfield. The same with Havertz. That's why this is arguably the worst signing Arteta's made, because he's on the highest wages at the football club. We paid £65 million for him, and we bought him for the exact same reasoning, to play in that 8 role. But we just converted him up front, didn't we? And I guarantee, right, if Havertz comes back this weekend, don't be surprised if he flipping starts him. Because honestly, and also don't be surprised if he starts the opening game. If he starts the opening game, I'm going to lose my shit. I really am. But, yeah, with Trossard, right? I mean, I don't know what's going on with him. Is he going? Is he... I mean, at the moment, he's injured, pretty much. But there's been talk about a new contract. Now, the talks have sort of stalled a bit, I'd say. Now, it seems like the contract talks are back on. Like, well, what is going on? Do we want to keep the guy or what? I don't get it. At the moment, the guy's showing a sign of a decline, to be honest. He really is. And it pains me to say it because I love Trossard. He's been a great signing for Arsenal, but it's time. Between him and Martinelli, you've got to get rid of one of them. But of course, if he's offered that sort of money, of course he's going to flipping take it. Like, you'd be mad. It's like with the Ethan situation. Ah, yes, well, please take the bag. or else I'm getting hounded by this fucking fan base for letting him go to fucking Chelsea or wherever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. You look at Arne Slot, he's been there for like a season, bruv. He's been there for a season, and he's already gotten rid of Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez, right? 2 players who have not suited his system. They're literally gone within a year, but we're still persisting with the likes of Martinelli, with Trossard. I maintain that Martinelli is not the problem, because that left-hand side is probably the main problem. It really is. Because you've got the left back, as I said, inverting in the 8. Rice is just wandering. You've got Odegaard dragging himself out wide. So we have nothing in midfield pretty much, apart from Skelly and Zubamendi. FPL League. I tell you what, you've just reminded me, I will be setting up a league this weekend, so keep your eyes peeled. Cheers for reminding me, by the way. Yeah, I will be doing that this weekend. But yeah, as I was saying, right, Martinelli for me isn't the problem, right? I think with the current left-hand side, you could be Rafa Leao, Rodrigo. Under this management, I don't even think we'll get over the line with both Eze and Rodrigo with this manager, to be honest with you. I just don't. And I hate to be negative. I hope he bloody proves me wrong. But at the same time, if he doesn't succeed, I hope this is your bloody last season. I really do. Because at the moment, we need some fresh blood. We need some fresh damn blood in this flipping team. I couldn't give a shit if it's Mr. Blobby at this rate as manager, to be honest with you. And yes, I would take Cesc Fabregas, to be honest. A new lease of life, and the fact you're giving him that squad to then kick on, yes. I think he does win a trophy, because the minimum expectation would be top 4 and a trophy, and then you kick on your second season. That's how it works. So, yeah, as I was saying, with the left-hand side, like, this has been a reoccurring issue for ages. If it was just Martinelli, I would agree with certain people that, you know, it's a Martinelli issue, not a manager issue. But this has been going on for the likes of Aubameyang, who was playing on the left-hand side. The same happened with Pepe on the right-hand side, with Bellerin behind him. Well, Bellerin post-ACL. He had Chambers at right back at one stage. Cedric, like, what are we doing? And we turned on them players, by the way. And now we're doing exactly the same thing. So when Martinelli eventually moves on, because I'm pretty sure Arteta has been eager to replace him for ages pretty much, then who are going to turn... Who are we going to turn the agenda? Who are we going to turn the agenda to once Martinelli eventually moves on? You tell me. Because it's just, again, a continuous of failures when it comes to forward players. It just is. It just is. Every single year. The manager just cannot get the best of what he has signed, but with players who have not been here for long, like Max Dalman's 15, for God's sake. Ethan, who's come from the academy as well. Saka, Saliba was signed under Emery. But the players he's signed, he can't get a tune out of. Why? How does that make any flipping sense? You sign a striker for 60 million, and I've never seen a manager try his best not to play with a striker still. Because you don't play to his strengths, and then when you bring on all your creative players, you revert back to type, and you move Marino back into the 9. Bruv, I'm not going to lie. I think we are cooked going into the new season. I really do. With them first, 8 games? The first 8 games? Fuck me. Those first 8 games. The title could be done in September. Has that even happened before? Has that happened before? Has a title mathematically been over within like September? Please enlighten me in the comment section, because I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. But in the meantime, I might as well run over the Bilbao game. Pretty much what I would go for going into this game. Because as far as I'm concerned, I want to see a full strength team for at least the first 45. I don't want to see no rotation, bollocks, none of this, right? I just want to see pretty much a statement win. Because if I see anything that I've pretty much seen throughout the whole of the pre-season tournament, well, it's not been a tournament, but you get what I mean, the pre-season friendlies, then, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I think we are fucked going into the new season. I really do. Give me 2 seconds, guys. There we go. Right. So, shitting adverts. Right. Oh, that's what I mean. Adverts. But, yeah, in goal, I think Raya will start for at least the first 45. But, again, this is what I want to see. So, Raya will start in goal. Honestly, he needs to pattern up, because so far this pre-season, I've not been impressed. Right back, I want Timber to be back at right back. He needs minutes. Ben White's not been awful, but again, Timber is the better centre-half. Saliba, I'll play at right centre-back, because, again, he's been brilliant in pre-season. I think him, Dalman, oh no, I'm struggling. Zubimendi's been all right, but it's not been brilliant, I'd say. As if it's Saliba and Dalman have been the only players that have been somewhat up to their standard, although Dalman's 15. But we knew how good he was. I want to see Gabriel, pretty much for the same reasons as Timber. So he should be getting minutes. Left back will be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Luis Skelly. Although I'm hearing that Calafiori is back in training. So he'll somewhat find a way to accommodate. Is Luis Skelly not on here? Oh my days, this fucking website. What is this, bruv? What is this? Skelly's not even on this website. I can't. Oh, snap. Well, I guess I'm going to have to play Apologies for that, guys. Brother's acting like a dick. But yeah, Calafiori, I guess, will have to play left back. Midfield, gonna have to go Rice. That's what I'll go with anyway. CDM, I want to see Zubimendi start, because if he's going to be your first team, well, first choice 6, should I say, ahead of Norgard, well, he should be anyway, because you bought him for 60 million, so he should be starting, right? And then Odegaard in the 10. Not here, holding hands with the linesman. I want him in this flipping position, please. Oh my days, these adverts. On the right will be Saka. Up top will be Gyökeres, where if he somehow plays his son, I'm actually quite sad. And Martinelli on the left, because again, I think Trossard is still injured. And yeah, we have no one else. Although, it won't surprise me if we do start Madueke. But I think Martinelli's better than him as a left winger anyway. But yeah, this is the team that I would go with. Although, I expect Lewis Skelly to play left back. But obviously, I can't flipping add him. So, yeah, this is what I want to see. Just a full strength lineup for at least the first 45 minutes to see all of our creative players playing. None of this Marino nonsense in midfield. Norgard as well. Like, bro, come on. And in possession, I want to see this. So almost like a 4-2-3-1. Pretty much what I've been screaming for. Spread these out. There you go, 4-2-3-1. It's not rocket science, is it? You have a double pivot in there. You got an attacking midfielder, your centre attacking midfielder, should I say, where he should be. And if it doesn't work out, then it's something to do with either the players or the way the manager is obviously setting them out to play, pretty much. And there's pressure. There's pressure going into this game. I'm not going to lie, because, as I said, if we don't book our ideas up and we actually produce a statement win, then, bro, it's looking peak. I ain't going to lie to you. But, yeah, guys, let me just quickly refresh Twitter to see if anything else is... as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing on Twitter whatsoever. Honestly, it won't surprise me if Gyökeres is the last signing we make this summer. Do not be surprised, because honestly, it's 6 players already in the transfer window. Like, we're not used to this as Arsenal fans. So the board will look at that and go, yeah, 6 players, that's good enough to win us the league. Which I don't think it is. I really don't. Despite bringing in Gyökeres, we still needed more than that. Considering we've not bloody sold anyone, apart from Tavares, who we've got a loan fee we got for Tavares. That's pretty much it. Apart from that, we've pretty much got no money for any of the players we've actually got rid of. Partey went for free. Tierney went for free. And then you look at the current squad, like Lokonga we need to get rid of. We're looking to loan him out. And Hyen we're looking to loan out as well. I mean, come on, bruv. Liverpool are about, in fact, I think they have got 15 million for Tyler Morton, whereas we're haggling for the same amount for Zinchenko, for crying out loud. Like, we are talking the Ukrainian captain, for crying out loud. What are we doing here? Bro, what are we doing? 15 million for Zinchenko, but Liverpool can get 15 million for Tyler Morton. Like, who the fuck is Tyler Morton, bruv? See what I'm getting at? But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing else really to share. Of course, it is 9:30, so I'm actually going to shoot off, guys, because I can't be here all night. Is anyone live that we can redirect to? Let's see this. And don't worry, guys, I will be getting a thumbnail sorted. I just didn't have time before I started the stream. Again, this is what I have to put with, guys. Shitty Wi-Fi. Let's see who is live. I'll tell you what, Waffle Don's live, so we'll redirect over to him. Make sure you spam RD Raid in his chat. We'll be sending you over right now. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, on the road to 2K. Run the likes up on your way out, and I'll catch you in the next one.